Going on to change. Oh, there it is. Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. What? Thank you, Trojans, for thank you, Trojans, for continuing to our ongoing community challenge. We're getting so close to our hop top stream, fam. 71%. What is that? What is that? 71%. We're at 350,000 channel points out of 500 contributed. Look at that. Ah, Savage32. Thank you for 14 months. 14 months is huge. Yeah. I was looking at it the other day. I was actually rolling back through our old videos, and I think we started Humblewood before the channel was affiliate in like April, or maybe earlier actually, March even.
Yeah, it was.
It means the channel's been going.
It was like 2 or 3 months before.
Yeah, channel's been going for like 16 months. It went fast considering I was in lockdown at home for a year, doing nothing but playing D&D online. Time flies when you're having fun with your boys.
Also in lockdown.
In your days.
So don't post your results in chat. The auto mod will just obliterate your links. As much as I'd love to see them, I really would. I really would. Post them on the fucking Discord as long as they're tasteful. Fucking go for it.
We've been looking at
memes and shit posting in chat.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's Monday night, so we're playing some strange Aeons. I have nothing further to add. I think really. I have nothing. What else is going on at the moment? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some Friday night content because our next Everon campaign isn't kicking off until the 3rd week of September, with a prequel one-shot with some special guests from the Twitchverse, which we have a date for that now. It is going to be on the 4th, Saturday the 4th of September, 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be on here. I'm going to be DMing for AJ from Winter's Tales, Dreaded GM, Michael from Dead Aussie Gamer, and John's going to be joining us on the channel from Phoenix Siwaki for the first time, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Rounding out our party of 4, our doomed party of 4. But anyway, enough about that. Let's kick off the session, shall we? Here we go. All right, so last week, where we last left off, we did a bit of a travel montage for the last 3 months or so of your voyage down the Sullen Passage. On the way, passing by the nation of Rasmur, you had a bit of an encounter as your barge, the Sullen Starling, was intercepted by a Rasmuran Tith barge with a bunch of Rasmuran priests intending to shake down the Sullen Starling for everything it had on board. And it turned out, after regaining your memories recently, Gideon had a bit of a history with the Rasmurans, and turned out that the head Rasmuran priest on the barge, indeed knew of Gideon via his reputation and his past dealings with the Church of Razmir, and was the situation was tensely diffused, and the Selen Starling was allowed to pass on down the river unharmed. And the next 3 months or so mostly went by without incident as you continued the voyage. If I recall correctly, there was a giant amoeba who ate some of the crew. Very sad. But 3 months later, you arrived in the port city of Casimir, one of the crown jewels of the nation of Taldor, and its sort of central hub for its navy and shipbuilding. Upon arriving in the town, you parted ways with the captain of the Selen Starling, and she informed you you'll have to find some other passage to continue your journey on to Kathir once your business in Casimir was concluded. You headed to a local bar, local tavern, one of the more exclusive and upper-class taverns by the name of the Scepted House, run by the outrageous Molly Mab. There you met one of the esoteric Knights of Evolvement, a small bleaching gnome by the name of Ethan Baylor. Gideon managed to win his way into his good graces with some sparkling conversation laced with some knowledge of ship engineering. And you managed to entice Etham into an early in the day drinking session. As you, in the bar at the Scepted House, you threw back shot after shot until Etham was heavily intoxicated. Whereas you managed to coerce him into inducting you into the esoteric Knights of Evolvement as honorary members until such time that the other members allowed you to join in full. And then Etham left the Scepted House, heading about his day of shipbuilding and planning somewhere on the Casimir docks. He did reveal to you during your drunken conversation that Miaknan Mun, or more that he let slip, that Miaknan Mun, one of Heimlich's old acquaintances and a friend, supposedly, of Hazelton Laus, the man who pursue him, and supposedly Hazelton Laus came to Casimir to consult with his friend Miaknan Mun. And it was revealed by Etham that Mun lived somewhere in Casimir within an old infirmary that he had repurposed as his lab. But at this time, you're not sure where in Casimir this infirmary is located. So it is it's around lunchtime, and the day is yours. What would you like to do?
I think our plan was to, because we were trying to set up this meeting with them, see if we can get some more information about where this fellow has gone to the infirmary. So we're trying to find out where the infirmary is. I wonder if there's anywhere we can kind of like hang out and try and listen out perhaps for some information about it.
If one of us just gets injured, take us to the infirmary. Is that how it works?
Well, you're aware that it's no longer an infirmary, it just used to be.
Oh, okay. Perhaps it might be a good idea for us to poke our heads around a little bit, have a look, see what's going on there. Unless any of you others have any plans.
We know where it was, Josh.
No, that's the issue, is you don't know where it is in Casimir.
We're not going to kind of screw around in the city, like looking for extra spells and stuff, and then wait until everyone returns back in the evening.
I thought that was my initial plan at the end.
Wait until the esoteric knights returned.
Yeah.
mean, I'm happy just chilling here because, you know, this is still really our first day on land in a fucking long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yes.
So I'm happy sitting here and, you know, enjoying the meals and casual drinks and waiting for these knights, as you so call them, to return.
Yes, well,
Really
would
look like
not-
knights, though.
I would
Sorry.
not- But all I was going to say, I was going to go somewhere, find some, you know, some extracts or some alchemical formulas, and apart from that, really had nothing else on the mind to do before we can perhaps, you know, figure out how to get the information from the from the League, I guess.
So you're saying shopping spree?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It would be nice.
Never heard
I
that
did-
note out of your voice before. Gideon?
Look, and he kind of like points at himself. He's currently wearing leather armor. I'm gonna throw it straight out there. Properly looking at Gideon, he is very unarmored for the role that he's been playing in the Dream World. He's currently sitting at 13 AC. He's dropped it by 10, almost. So
welcome to
sadly,
my
I
world,
won't be able
friend.
to be in the front line anymore unless I get a little bit more equipped.
This, Crimson Destiny sword that I have, Josh, that was in the real world, wasn't it?
That was, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got this if you want to sell it, or you want to use it. I mean, I don't need to use it. My longbow's good enough, but...
What is it? What kind of weapon are we looking at here?
Short
Oh,
sword.
it's called Crimson Destiny. It's a short sword. I don't know else but that.
Is it plus anything, or is it just
Plus
a
2 short sword.
Plus 2
Plus
short
2
sword.
short sword. I mean, if you're not going to use it, I can definitely probably fence off my rapier. Probably get a bit of better armor, perhaps. If you're okay to part with the weapon.
Oh, I don't need it.
Fair enough.
It's just kind of, you know, lying around.
It might be worth me grabbing a shield of some kind and perhaps using this weapon as well would assist. And I wouldn't be as good as I am in the Dream World, but
I don't think any of us are going to be seen as, you know, can actually die out here.
I mean, I tried avoiding that as much as possible. You know,
yes, but we're gonna
always
need you
We
happen,
to.
know that.
But you do understand that we do get involved in a conflict here. This is literal stakes of life and death. The other world, it's a bit annoying, but
I mean,
if you were to leave us to die now, we would die forever, not just in our dreams.
I'm less. I would like to hope I'm less likely to flee at first signs of perceived death on my own part.
Right.
That's as good as I can commit to.
Alright, well, perhaps it's best to armor ourselves up a little bit.
Should, yes, at least a little bit.
A little bit, perhaps. As for this is something that me and Scott can do out of time, but could we potentially share our books with each other and take notes of each other's extracts? I think that's something that we could do.
Yeah, it worked. They work just like a wizard's spellbook, so you can copy out of each other's books.
I will send you a list after the session, so we don't have to worry about it now, of what I've got, and if you send me the same, then we can copy it. Now I can make fire bombs too, and I can throw them every which way. Yes, perhaps shopping is the best idea at this point. Me up a little bit. I was quite fond of that chainmail that I was wearing before. Get out of these leathers that I've been wearing for the past 3 months would be nice. Right.
If you guys have finished... They were drinking during the day, weren't they?
Yeah.
So they're fucking smashed.
Just like
it was
light drink.
10 a.m. when they started.
Yep.
But you gave, Heimlich gave all of his drunkenness to the poor gnome. No?
And you.
And me. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm hammered. Cool.
Just a little bit.
You've had like the equivalent of like a shot.
Oh, Okay, if it's fine.
Setting that short sword now.
Well, do we just go? Should we ask someone? Let's see the bartender.
They usually know their way around.
Hey, if we'll go up and ask the bartender if there's any place around that we could go shopping for some weapons or armor.
Yes.
She informs you that there is a marketplace at the northern end of town.
Alright, well, I guess that's the best place to go then. Yes, right.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
head
just-
out to the market. I think that's the best idea.
Yes, I think so as well.
Right. Right, well, let's head on off. So I guess we're to the market.
All right. So you head over to the markets. It's you sort of leave the dock area. You pass by what appears to be a sort of an old ruined fort, sort of perched on a hill, sort of separating this small hill, separating the docks district from the districts behind it, and then beyond that, an actual walled-in section of the city. Obviously, for the purposes of deterring any sieges on the riverfront, with these sort of large walled stone towers extending the full length around the northern section of the city. And you pass through two large towers with an enormous gate into this section of the city and move towards the market district. Is there any sort of shops you're looking for in particular? Are you looking for weapon stores?
I want to be able to flog off this masterwork rapier, best price I can, and then with whatever I make from that, buy myself a shield. If I can get a decent shield, that would be nice, but I don't. I'm sitting on like 400 gold pieces, give or take. So I'd have, like, depending how much it sells for, I'd like to get maybe a +1 shield, perhaps. But
Okay.
we'll see what's there available.
Looks for some magic arrows, maybe, if we can find them, or if not that, a magic bow. But magic bow would probably be out of the price range. So
I'd say you find a building in the merchant district. A blacksmith run by a fairly burly Taldan man, covered in scars, and quite well built. He has the appearance of perhaps an ex-Taldan soldier. He's sort of ponytail tied back and like helmet strap, beard, sort of dark hair showing signs of age with greys peeking through.
Good morrow, sir.
Oh, hello there. What can I do for you, good sir?
Well, I have this
See,
rapier.
you see him sort of like eyeing your face.
Don't pay attention to it. He like pulls like off his hip a strap, which in its scabbard, puts it up on the table. Just wondering how much I could get for this. And you like pull out the hilt and just show like the masterwork. The beauty of the rapier.
He draws it from the sheath and balances it on his finger, grabs it by the hilt and gives it a twirl. This is fine work. I
Yes.
can offer you 150 gold pieces for this.
Do you have any shields or similar kind of protection equipment?
Oh, I sure do. Can offer you a shield.
Do you have anything with a bit of an extra a bit of extra protection on it? And in game terms, describe maybe a +1 shield, perhaps, or something similar.
Something magic.
Yes, if possible, just to protect me a bit, you know. And he like points at his weak, frail body, and he's like, you know. bit extra protection isn't, good to come by.
Let's see what I can find here. Yeah, might have something. What size shield are we looking for?
It was a round shield, just bigger than a buckler, smaller than a tower shield. Just a regular old shield would do.
Right. Well, I've got this. He sort of steps out the back and comes back with a sort of a small kite shield. Not a full length kite shield, long one, but a small one with sort of Talden insignia, coat of arms engraved on it. There's a very sort of, as he places it down, you see as it reflects the light peeking in through the front door, it sort of washes over it and gives it this strange blue sheen. He's like, "This is enchanted, this one. Not cheap though, 1,000 gold pieces."
Yeah, I do not have that kind of cash even with the
Why
other one.
why couldn't we perhaps do an exchange of the shield with the sword?
Oh, you mean the shield for this rapier here? This rapier here, this one? This is what you're talking
Not,
this one?
You have that rapier is it's beautiful, but not as wonderful as that shield. I can recognize material. Yeah, I've literally got 400 gold pieces, and that sword's not gonna be enough. Can I praise the shield? See how much I think it's worth, or and at the same time, maybe even I can't. Yeah, it's 15. So.
15, yeah, it seems more or less
it
spot
seems,
on the result. Yeah.
Maybe perhaps just the gold for the sword then.
I
Yes.
could help you
If
get
you're
it
willing.
if you want.
If you're willing, I'm. Can we? If I give you the sword, then we do a swap of currency and weaponry, but perhaps 800 gold pieces and with the sword and the shield. To swap the sword, 800 gold pieces for the shield.
So you say the rapier at 800 gold pieces
Yes.
for the shield. I'm happy to call that a deal.
All right. Can anyone spot me 400 gold pieces?
Yeah. Ava will also ask him if he's got any. Hey, you got any enchanted arrows or maybe I think a bow might be a bit too expensive, but
See what I can find back here.
if your pretty little shield here is 1,000.
I'm able to use spellcraft on the shield to figure out what kind of enchantment it has.
It's just a +1.
Okay.
shield. Yeah.
Fantastic. At least they'll get my AC up to 16.
Did you get some armor as well?
Yeah, I'll get
Are
some.
you proficient? Oh, I mean,
I can wear medium.
Yeah.
So I can get a chain shirt. Oh, no, chain shirt's light, so yeah, I have to wear light, I believe.
So he produces. There is a +1 bow,
yep.
and all right. So we got this here. I'd say this one's right up your alley. Keonan Redwood bow. Enchanted.
Beautiful.
Set you back 2,000 gold pieces though.
2,000.
Or I can provide you with 50 magic arrows for the same price.
Right. I don't think we have that much.
How much money you got?
I have 1,000.
I also have more than 1,000. But I wanted to buy a spell, so
Yeah.
A certain
think it's
spell
in-
for 1,000 gold pieces?
I have no idea how much it costs.
Ah, depending on the level of the spell. Like I think second level spells are something like 40 gold pieces.
And I'm thinking,
It was just gonna look over at Balthus. She's like, "You got any gold hidden up those sleeves, Balthus? You know, surely the sailors paid you for your jokes or whatnot. I don't know."
I reach into my pockets and like, there's 14 gold.
I'm gonna do a bluff check.
In that pocket. Did you check the other one?
There's nothing in this one.
Ah, hey.
Can I-
Well, you're
Nice.
useful, I guess. Don't worry.
Thank you. I've just never really had much need for currency. You know, I can clean my clothes with magic, and I mean, I can do.
I
pretty
mean,
much
same.
anything
Like, I never bothered with cleaning my clothes. You know that, but it's like, you know, I've got 1,000. What have you been doing?
else. I don't know. Apparently, letting you have it.
Yeah, so I haven't really been picking up all that much, if I'm honest. Probably should have kept some of the equipment from some of the creatures we killed, perhaps back there, but we'll know this for later, I guess. Are you still happy to get me that shield? Is that fine?
Yes.
You could say no, and it's fine. If you
No,
can't.
have you thought of getting better armor as well?
Well, it's going to be cost effectiveness of getting another weapon is going to be about another 1,000 gold pieces.
And have you thought of possibly selling that pretty little sword at your hip?
The issue is it's
You're no swordsman. I mean,
well,
you've been useful. I'm not going to say that.
I think
No,
I'm
not
quite
going
right.
to say that.
All right,
No.
new deal, sir. Good sir. Could we, perhaps, that bow you say is 2,000 gold pieces?
What's masterwork do? for-
Masterwork just means that it's
+1
it's
to
a
hit.
+1 to hit, but it's not any more damage.
Not damage.
It's just like a in between.
So it's just before +1 magic.
It's kind of like, I guess you'd consider like a regular short sword as just like, run of the mill, bulk made, just as is. Whereas, those beautiful swords that are given to like kings and queens and stuff, ceremonially like beautiful weapons, they're considered masterwork because it's like an artistic
Yeah.
weapon. That's very beautiful. I really don't want to give up this +2 short sword because at the moment I suppose I only do 1d6 +2 with it. That's all I get because I have nothing but bonus to the strength. Right. Could we do? Can we do half of those arrows, that shield, and I'll give you this +2 this extra magic short sword.
How much is this short sword worth?
It's what's gonna be? If I appraise, it's probably about 2,000, 3,000 gold pieces, right, Josh?
I think we sold it for 4,000.
You
didn't
haven't
we?
appraised it. Yeah.
I will appraise it. 26.
26. Yeah, you reckon you should be able to get at least 4,000 gold pieces for it?
All right. Can we do the shield and the bow? Shield and the bow for this sword, and the rapier.
No, I
It's-
don't.
And some of those.
Gideon, give me just.
What? I'm very confused right now. Isn't the bow
I think
like
you're selling us short.
2,500?
No, just. Can we.
She's right.
Sir,
you
I'm-
are selling yourself short, mate. How about
Can
I
we
will-
make up the difference with the magic arrows, perhaps?
I
I
will
don't
do-
need. If it's a magical bow, I don't need the arrows.
So,
She's right again, mate.
Yeah.
Look, how about this?
All right, look,
I'll
look,
give
look,
you-
look,
no, let
I'm
me-
gonna pop-
no, let me speak. How about this? That sword and the rapier, and you can walk away with the shield, the Kyonan redwood, and 100 platinum pieces. How's that sound?
I think you're quite a reasonable salesman, and thank you for not selling me short. Passes over the short sword.
I'm just going to. Again, Gideon. If you sell both your swords, are you going to have anything?
Yes, I'm going to have 1,000 PP.
And that razor sharp wit of his.
Right.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Well, I guess he's the talky one and I'm the smart one, maybe. I don't
yes.
know.
Yes.
He's supposed to be the smart one. I don't know what's happening
I'm
here.
smart, but socially I'm inept.
Right.
Did I say that out loud?
Well, I am agreeable to this. If you're okay with selling that fancy sword.
Look, I was only
Gideon.
going to do a little bit more damage with it. It's fine. I think the extra protection's worth more. Yes. And then we'll go to possibly someone who can sell us some armor. We might be able to get something good from it.
And sir here, sell us some armor.
I can most certainly sell you some armor.
Right. What can I get for 100 platinum pieces?
Very good armor.
Yes. No, I hope so.
Maybe something not worth that much.
Well, if you're
Like-
looking for something enchanted, what kind of armor were you after there?
Light, if possible. I can't carry that much.
Right, light as in, you want to wear a bit of steel or...
A little bit still would be nice. Something with a little bit of extra protection. I don't need to move around with that much. The idea is I'm going to be like a turtle.
Ah, perfect. Well, I've got just a thing for you then.
Fantastic.
Where's that heavy as shit chainmail? He starts digging around. He opens a trunk below the bench and pulls out this like very heavy looking suit of chainmail. Here it is. It's enchanted. Not only will it keep you well protected, it also sweat actually cleans the chainmail.
Oh, fantastic.
It's perfect for me.
Yep. For you.
You sweat a lot.
Oh, sorry, you know.
Well,
Oh, I just don't like to clean. But
perspiration.
he's
like,
also...
Definitely doesn't.
No. It would be within 1.5 of her. But, alright, so we could do that then. Straight swap that sword for the bow, shield, and that armor.
You have a deal.
Right. Fantastic. Alright. He puts the short sword on the thing. There you go. Passes you your
Can I
bow.
praise the chainmail, even though I'm terrible at it, just to see if it's worth 1,000?
Go for it.
Boom, let's see.
But it's
7.
7? Yeah, pretty it's actually not chainmail, it's a chain shirt. But
yeah.
seems
It's a
legit.
+1 chain
People.
shirt though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, quite fine with all this.
I
Alright.
was just like, okay, cool. Let's do it.
Right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yep.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Could I ask, and this may be pushing your generosity just a little bit, but would we be able to get just the tiniest 5% discount if we became official sponsors of your shop? We would send every recommendation we got here.
Sorry, the way you put that, it sounds like I'm sponsoring you.
Well, we become sponsors for you.
I'm sorry,
by
who
getting
are
a
you?
5% discount for exposure. We're top tier adventurers,
Top tier,
and we'd be seen in your armor.
apparently.
What adventure
That's the
have you
thing, you're
done?
pushing your luck.
That's fine. Just let it think over the idea.
Alright, we'll let it simmer, shall we? I'll
sleep.
sleep on it.
Yeah.
Maybe for like a month or something.
Okay. That's
Alright.
fine. Yeah.
Alright, fantastic.
As you can see, he's not the best salesman. We're still getting to it, you know.
I have not spoken to a real human being for 3 months. I've just been speaking to dream people.
You calling me not a human being?
No, you're an elf.
Well, I guess I'm not,
Yes.
but like, it still hurts.
Ah. Cool. Alright, we'll get up.
Alright, thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for being so generous and not taking advantage of me.
Do you recall the thing that I wanted that I discussed with you last week?
Yes. Probably not going to be able to find it at a run-of-the-mill alchemist.
Yep.
It's a bit
Understand. Yep. I mean, it's based on what I can see in the price just here. It's 160 gold pieces
For what level?
for
No way, it's way more, it's more than that. It is at least
More than
700.
that?
Yeah.
At least 700?
Yeah.
Okay, because when I go to spells, sorry, Alchemist, and I go to my book, and then down the bottom it's got buy additional spells. And it's got the.
Nah,
price
that's
there.
the price of the ink to put it in the book, to copy it
Ah,
from said
yes.
scroll. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I have at least 700, so that's fine. So I'll just look around for something.
All right. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, just that one particular spell that I was after. But if no one's going to have a run-of-the-mill kind of thing, I'll have to just kind of... How would I go about trying to investigate where I could find something like that?
You'd probably need to find like a necromancer or something.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
What is there anything else you guys want to do?
Scott wanted to get other things. Didn't you want? What was it the spell you were talking about?
That was the spell I was talking about.
Did Balthus want to get stuff?
Not really. I mean, I've got my component pouch still, I'm assuming. I don't particularly want to wear gear because I can't carry it anyway. And I don't know of anything that will boost my magic, so not particularly.
And all Gideon would like to do is, if there is an alchemical shop somewhere, be able to buy like the formula for moderate cure light wounds, or moderate potion. Yeah, moderate cure light wounds. That's it. Which is a level 2 spell.
Alright, that's easy enough. Potions. A level 2, a moderate cure light wounds is 300 gold pieces.
All right, I'll remove that from my stuff. Awesome. Right, cool. I will add that in. When I figure out how to get my worst. Oop. Yeah, stashed. There he is.
So it's probably like mid-afternoon. Where would you guys like to go?
Are there any like fancy like tobacconists or any fancy places to get like a cigar or something, or even like some upper class kind of like booze as well?
Yes. There is a local tobacconist and boozery store.
Mm-hmm.
What are you after?
I think something that I could smoke from a pipe that's, probably, like a pretty rich flavor, like just something that's, quite nice. Nothing like, crazy, like stupid expensive, nothing that, doesn't be magical or anything, but something that's decent enough. I mean, unless they actually do something magical, which would be fucking sweet.
You find one of the there is a merchant selling tobacconist wares from a rug in a corner of the market. The man appears to be, by the looks of him, could be from Pesh or maybe Kadira. And he is sitting on a very fine rug, with surrounded by his tobacconist wares with a lit shisha in front of him, just kind of fuming away.
Would you happen to have some things that the final gentleman could perhaps enjoy?
Of course, my friend. What you after? Some smoke is what you are after, yes?
Yes.
Well, I have here. This is my house weed. This is the finest Catapesh tobacco to come out. I get it from my cousin. His name is Reth. He bring it here to Casimir, and I peddle it. My name is Earline.
Earline?
Yes, Earline. How much are you after here?
How's he sell it? Does he sell it in like bound leaves or like in like little packs or
Yeah, like
what's the-
wrapped in leaves.
Yeah. I think I would like 4 of these.
Oh, very good. We'll like sell it by the pound, so I can sell you a pound here for shall we say 5 silver pieces.
Flavor?
You peel the leaf back, and there's like crushed and shredded, peppery red and black leaves. And this emits like a deep aroma. And smells like it could be sort of infused with some kind of pepper or chili plant.
Can I somehow assess to see whether or not this is like a, just like garbage he's trying to like get rid of, or if it's like, if I think it's actually good? Like,
Roll an
what do I
appraise check.
put away? An appraise? 23.
Victory. That seems pretty good.
Sick. Cool. Would you happen to know where I could get some hard spirits from?
Most taverns around town will stock hard spirits.
Some things that I could buy in the bottle. Perhaps something from a more experienced collection.
Well, I'm afraid I'm at a loss there. Perhaps there is the Taldens quite well known for their wine. Perhaps you could look around for someone peddling some Talden drop.
Darkling drop. Thank you. I'll pack those into my my bag of holding and then tip my hat and be on my way. My lady.
That's an Aether?
Oh no, just the back.
Oh.
I would say
Oh,
it's basically a fedora tip.
I only figured out how to not have my rapier in my offhand. So, something messed up.
Alright, what do you guys want to do with the evening? So someone roll
Aether's
a...
just chilling. She's
roll-
leaving it to
as you-
the
as you-
intellectuals.
As you're wandering around the market, get someone to roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, I'm alright. 16.
16?
I have plus 12 on that.
You have a plus 12, so you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. That's okay. As while you guys are walking around making your purchases and Baltus is seeking sponsorship for the group, you manage to you bump into someone, Baltus, and as you're during your discussion, you sort of divulge that you guys are seeking the old infirmary, and someone points out that you can find the old infirmary at the southern end of town, on the border of the river, near the swamp. Says you can't miss it. It's multi-story. It's covered in ivy, and it looks dilapidated as hell. It's surrounded by a 6-foot-tall iron fence.
Thank them for their information. It's very helpful.
I mean, does everyone know this now, or is it just Balance?
Oh no, I would have told you guys. Okay. But, I chance you probably overheard the conversation as well.
Perhaps. Do we think it would be a good idea to head over that way? Perhaps. Want to do that now? Or a little bit later, or maybe tomorrow? What's everyone feeling? As I'm happy to leave now.
I'm happy now.
Ready whenever. I'm a little bit buzzed from that shot that Heimlich gave me, but
Yeah, I want to
other than that,
give this gear a bit of a go. He kind of like jingles around a little bit. It definitely feels a little bit heavier in the real world.
I'm smoking my newly acquired tobacco. Hold on, let me-
you kind of be doing that and then the infirmary.
Oh, I'm not taking too well to it. I cough like a bitch.
Yeah.
I believe that's what they call virgin lungs.
I'm just like, it's full of pepper and chili.
Oh, why'd you get that one?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
that's
stupid
a
idea.
dumb decision.
Look, I can't even smoke.
Recommended to me.
Well, yeah, of course he's gonna recommend the expensive one. Like, he's selling it.
Yeah, but it was good. I promise.
Was it?
Sure, it
Doesn't
looks
sound
like
good.
it was good, yes.
Yeah, I just keep coughing for a while and wheezing a bit.
Seems as though you got, how did they say it? Ripped off?
My eyes are red as fuck. Yeah.
Maybe you should have some water. You don't look too good.
No, I kind of like shake him off and I kind of like just pull out my hip flask and start downing some of the booze.
I have a potion of lesser restoration if that would help.
I just shake my head and was like, I'm good.
No doubt.
And kind of like point towards the southern end of the city.
Right. All right. Well, let's head on, I guess.
You're the one in the armor?
Yeah. Gideon sets
Lead
off.
the way.
Yeah. All right. I'm now sitting at a tidy 19.
Same.
We got +6. That's pretty bloody good. All right. Yeah, and Gideon will set forth.
You move back past the docks district. And you cross a wooden bridge going over the river and then down into the southern end of the city. The infirmary is on the very first row of buildings as you move into the southern end, with its back against the river and with the encroaching swamp set behind it. As you move closer, it is indeed as it is described, old and dilapidated. The gales of the inner sea have taken their toll on this grim old pile, thick with the fetid odor that blows across the blackwood swamp when the wind is high. A venerable building rises from a windowless ground floor to a high steep gable several stories above. A single great iron door scowls at visitors. A small and austere garden decays out front, surrounded by a rusting iron fence 6 feet high and pierced with a gateway. Perched upon the gate are a murder of crows that sort of caw softly as the four of you present yourselves out the front.
Well, this is ominous.
It's what took the words out of my mouth.
Ha!
Is
Yes.
the
Hello. How are you doing?
building on the map?
It's around here.
Okay.
Gideon will step forwards.
Is there anything I know about Mun from my my earlier encounters with him?
It's been a long
Like, as in,
time
like,
since you've had any interaction with him, like probably like a decade or something. You know that he is sort of obsessed with experimentation with the human form, and changing the human form or altering it or making. He was most of his
Bioengineering.
experiments, you recall, involved live subjects. You never saw him do anything, have any human live subjects, but you suspect that he aspired towards that.
So would I assume, like based on my previous encounters, that he'd be, leaving traps around or like trying to deter other people from getting close to any of his research? Like,
Yeah, as you
is there
gaze,
anything that should...
as you gaze upon the building, you think that it definitely suits his personality. He was something of a recluse. He would like to hide away from people so he could conduct his borderline immoral experiments without being disturbed. And maybe he would want, he'd value his privacy to the point where he definitely wouldn't want uninvited intruders.
There is a possibility that before we go in, we might want to keep an extra cautious eye out for any sort of traps or anything else that might be out of the ordinary. Not
Gideon.
that this is
Right.
really ordinary.
Gideon
I
kind of
thought
stops.
we just keep that.
And he looks up at the ravens that are still there, the crows that are still up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yes, and he's gonna do a linguistics check to see if he can start a conversation with these crows and ask if there's anything we should be cautious about.
You cannot start a conversation with crows.
Hold up a sec. I got a 34.
They're not speaking.
Now they
language,
have to
they're
roll a
making crow
linguistics
noises.
check to see, and if they beat a DC 25, we can have a conversation.
What are you using again?
It's linguistics.
Yeah, but what's the?
So it's called xenoglossy. I can read it out for you. Linguistics check. You can speak with a single individual with whom you share no common languages. You can take 10 on this check. You can't take 10 on this check, nor can anyone aid you. You believe you are speaking your native language, and the listener believes you are speaking its native language. However, to everyone else around you, you sound like you're speaking gibberish. Creatures have
This creature, it's not awakened. Like, it is an intelligence super low. It's
That's
even
fine then.
Even if you could speak to it, it would be worm.
Yeah. Right, well, he doesn't know anything.
What?
It doesn't matter. Alright. Right,
I'm going-
Gideon will step forward slowly and do... How do I... trap finding. What is... There's a trap... Oh! Okay. If I'm looking for traps as I'm walking through, is that a perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah. If only I had better perception.
Gonna
I get a
down
plus
my
5 though.
stone
I'm gonna look
skin.
for. Yeah.
It's a plus 5 on this, so 19.
19,
And a 28 from me for looking for traps as well.
28.
No, come shut me up.
Alright, so
Can
you,
help?
you march up the garden path past the rotting plants. A few of the crows sort of flutter off as you pass under the gate. You come up to Mon's doorstep. A dangling sign above the iron door, held by a trio of smiling angels, reads, "Give succor to the troubled." A great iron knocker hangs at the door's center.
Gideon kind of points at the knocker and kind of like shrugs to everyone.
I look down towards the ground before he like moves up as well, just to see whether or not it's been well trodden. Is there any evidence of like a path leading up to the front door? As in like a recently trodden path at least.
Roll a perception check. Oh, actually, I'll just go off Aether's. Aether, you do spot booted footprints that stray away from the flagstone path here and there, as if someone wandered onto the property and was snooping around.
Point it out just quietly to the others.
You think we should perhaps follow the footprints instead of going to the front door?
They don't really lead anywhere in particular. They're
Yeah.
just looking-
Oh, okay. Are there any like unboarded windows or secondary access areas, like, or are we just like kind of bound to the front of the?
There's
the building?
no windows on the ground floor.
But the upper windows, are they still intact, or are they shattered, or are they boarded up?
Looks like they all have iron shutters on the inside, and they're all closed tight.
Yeah. Okay. How many stories is this?
It's 3.
I could get a grapple up the top.
this could be better for us if we, perhaps go in an unexpected route. Although, getting to the roof may be a bit noisy.
Noise? How?
Well, if one of us were to slip or stomp up the walls,
Oh, don't slip or stomp.
okay.
I think that I'm not going to be so successful pulling myself up. Just going to throw that out there now.
We can pull you up, maybe, if you want. It's
I
like,
don't know.
But I feel like that would make
You heard
noise.
of-
But, I mean, look, I can give it a go.
I can just let you fly if you want to go up there.
I
was
can
about
make
to suggest
myself
that.
fly too, but I didn't think I should use it right now.
I mean, I can do a number of them a day. I can spare one.
Well, maybe perhaps if you go to the roof and see if there's an access point.
Little hover up. Yeah. Or, I mean, Aoife could go up and have a look. And she's going to be pretty silent by herself, and then if there's no access, then there's no access. I think
I
that's...
mean, I can do it to each of them, of each of us, but I
But
can
to
only
check
do
it.
it one at a time. So
The issue is if there's no entry point up there, I guess it's a waste of your magical ability. That's the only
well,
thing.
I
If
mean,
we could,
that's why it's worthwhile only doing one at a time.
but if Aoife can do it, then she can climb
Well,
up.
I'm still using a spell slot to do it. It's handy grab all that I'm using.
I've got a considerable amount of spell
I
slots.
agree.
at
I
that
think
level.
Balthus should go up.
Haha, no.
Yes, no,
I
actually, no,
need to
now I
stay
see
down
this
here
is going.
because if there is an access point up there, I need to cast it on everyone each. And I
That
have
you could
wasted
just
casting
slide
on
back
just
down.
take a rope up.
There's not one way.
Yes, but if I cast it on someone else,
And
then
you're not
I'm
wearing
falling
any
off
armor, the rest of us
myself.
are. You're actually the
Right.
most violent out of all
Well,
of us.
if you cast it on me, I will fly to the top.
Okay.
I'll go. I don't care about going. It's
Yes, I think we're all in agreement that Balthus, you should go.
Alright, so who wants to go other
You.
than me?
Well, if you go up there and there's no entrance, then your way to gain access, then we won't worry about it. But,
Well, logistically, I have to stay down here.
Aoife, do you mind? This is getting all too confusing now.
I don't care. Yes, if you can make me fly, sure,
I
whatever.
cast Fly on Aether.
Right. You touch Aoife and channel your
Make sure you're back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
magic through her, passing on some of your Jin heritage that surely you must share anyway. But Aoife gains the power of flight. What do you want to do, Aoife?
Well, I'll fly up the top and investigate the top of the building.
Find any access.
That's what we were discussing.
Right, so as you fly up, you see the windows on the upper stories. They're very narrow windows with latticed 1-inch thick iron bars behind crude glass filled with air bubbles. And each window has an iron shutter on the inside that are all look like they're secured tight. More or less impossible to get through them by physical means. You do see, as you fly higher, under the intensely thick ivy growth on top of the building. Some of that ivy seems to be penetrating shattered windows on what appears to be an attic. At the very, very top, underneath this gable. The ivy looks thick, but you think that you may be able to hack or burn your way through it to get through the shattered windows.
Yeah, I'll... How long is it taking me to find this?
Oh,
Not very long.
less than a minute.
I'll zoom on back down and relay what I found back to the group.
Possibly, we could get in through the roof. There's some shattered windows and whatnot in an attic, or what seems like an attic, from vines and whatnot. Might be possible.
All right then, if that's the best way forwards, perhaps we should go
I
that
don't know if it's the best way, but
Yeah,
it's
I
a
mean, we
way.
still haven't tried knocking.
I'm more than
Defeats
happy
the
to knock
purpose
them.
of going in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
What-
defeats the
what's-
purpose of going in the roof. I mean,
Aether, I trust your judgment. What do you think is the best way forward?
I'm always like, sneak until you can sneak no further, So
All right,
I
through the
think-
roof then.
yes, avoid knocking or going through the main entrance.
Is it possible for you to fly each one of us up?
I could fly
Uh,
myself. Don't worry yourself.
I
about
can
that.
I can fly each of us up, but then you need to wait on the roof while I cast it on the next person.
Well,
So
I was
concentration
more
drop.
wondering whether or not it was possible to have Stefan flying already to carry everyone.
I mean, that's up to Aether. You can do it in the time remaining.
What is it? How do I do that?
It's your carry weight.
Yes. What's your maximum carrying weight?
Max heavy, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes. So. Yep.
175 pounds.
All right. Well, I'm 63. you could.
Surely you must be
could
more than
fly
63 because
individually.
the chain shirt alone weighs like 25
Chain
pounds.
shirt. 63 total. Okay, and my character, how much does he weigh? I'm sure he's probably about 60 himself, so I'm about 120 total.
I'm only carrying
Pounds.
like 22, so
Mm.
You
You're
would be 60 pounds.
122.
I mean,
no, I'm only carrying 22.
each person would basically be like the maximum carry capacity.
Yeah,
I guess in like just the person without their gear.
without the gear.
Hmm. Yeah, Gideon's are 140 plus what else, so he's gonna be over your limit. So I'm like,
Skinny.
He's
I am-
skinny.
you look at him, he's lean, he's incredibly lean.
Okay.
Did you use the word emaciated?
That,
Well, what if you
possibly.
carried up some of your
I have a
gear
10
first?
strength. I mean, I got a high con, but yeah.
What if Aether just carried up some of your gear first? And then did a return trip if you've got the time?
Unless
I
you
can't
guys
just make
climb
myself
through.
fly. But look, all right. Logistically, I guess yes. We could just do it. If we could do that within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Carry everyone
Well,
up in their gear.
I'm like, here's my bag, and then I should be like weighing enough to be carried just.
Heavy set boy.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I
We
guess
do
we'll-
that feasibly in 10 minutes, Josh. With A for carrying everyone. I'm gonna be fucking buggered after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you could.
Right, so we're all up there sitting on the roof.
A for's taking a good hard breather.
Come on,
After
Aether.
lugging everyone in their gear
Wait,
up
so-
on top of the roof.
You're putting them on the roof.
Like down
Well,
into
up where the attic was.
I mean, yeah, if they're on the roof, they'd have to do some kind of acrobatics thing to flip themselves down and into the attic.
I could do an acrobatics.
I'm not the best at that, but I can give it a go.
Could I not fly them into the attic?
You could fly. Yeah, you'd have to clear the ivy first.
Perhaps,
Okay.
perhaps
well,
if maybe
I'll,
Heimlich could drop a bomb on it or something, burn it up.
I'll carry Balthus up first. Or do I need to be able to fly to be able to clear the ivy?
Yeah, you
Josh.
have to fly up, clear the ivy.
Yeah, okay. So fly up, clear the ivy first, and then I'll dump people into the attic instead.
Alright, who are you taking in first?
You should probably do me last.
I'll take
because
Heimlich
then I can
first.
redo it.
Wait, go first.
Alright.
I mean, Gideon's happy to go
So-
first, as he's kind of tanking at the moment.
Well, Gideon's got no armor on, so he has to be.
Ah, true. Yes. Yes.
So you have to be taking your armor off as well first.
True.
Yeah, sweet. Alright. Just dump me in the top.
Yeah.
you need me to make any sort of check?
Not yet. Aether, so you fly up first, using your blade to cut through the thick ivy, and falls away. As you do, and you create an opening through one of the shattered windows, stench wafts out, even overpowering the stench of the fetid swamp across the river behind the house, the sickening scent of decay. Mixed in with this fresh vegetation as you hack through the ivy begins to waft out of the attic. Would you like to grab Heimlich and put him in?
Yeah, but I'll give him a warning first that it's kind of hairy, and there might be some weird shit in there.
I definitely put like something around my face to like mask myself from the smell.
Alright, so you
Do you just tell Heimlich?
No, I'll give you all a heads up, but it's like,
Alright.
yeah.
Gideon's not going to remove anything. He's just going to drink his potion of fly and fly up there with you. And he just doesn't trust that. So Gideon is just going to fly up with you into the room and just kind of
Making me
levitate off the
lug
ground.
or you're...
No, don't worry about me. Like you'll just, if you tell him this, he'll just like put his equipment back on and fly up there instead.
Alright, so Aether, as you pick Heimlich up, take him up the top. Heimlich, you crawl through the window as carefully as you can without lacerating yourself on the remaining shards of glass. You collapse through the room into the fetid stench of this attic as Aether dips away behind you to pick up the next person. Ivy fills the room. Endless trailing vines flow in through the other broken windows and cover the floor here like a living carpet. Sickening scent of decay hides within the scent of fresh vegetation. The attic ceiling above you rises about 10 feet overhead. Daylight, the afternoon light, sort of streams in through the broken cracks of the windows between the vines. Unlike the ivy outside, the vines in here dangle down from the attic exposed beams, twisted and malformed like some strange tendrils hanging down. Putrid yellow berries sprout like cancerous growths between the leaves. And as you turn around to see Aether dip away, and you hear some deep voice mutter something from somewhere within the attic. What languages do you speak?
I have Aclo, Common, Dwarven, Elvish, Kellish, Undercommon, and Parisian.
Testing. As you freeze, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as you hear something, a deep voice resonating through the attic. A single word in Aclo. Consume. All of a sudden, the majority of the tendrils hanging from the beams throughout the rooms begin to writhe and lash towards you. Need everyone to drag tokens onto the map and roll for initiative.
Ooh, uh-oh.
What the fuck?
You guys are fucked up so hard. What do you got?
Yeah. Alright, where's my token?
Can't drag token.
Paused.
Oh, there we go.
We haven't fucked up so hard.
We have when the thing on the token looks as big as the map.
I can't actually.
I can't grab a
Oh.
token.
Oh. My. Balthus, no running away.
But I'm already on the ground.
Thank you. Alright, I will roll for initiative. There's no active combat.
So your mouth just hangs open agape, Heimlich, as a giant form begins to lower itself from the beams, clinging to it with these tendrils flowing out of its back. These many mouths open up and just begin to mutter forth strange nothings in the Aclo language. have it. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
This is terrifying.
And we don't know about it at the moment.
Select your tokens and roll initiative.
With Foundry or
With Foundry.
There are no active
Can't roll.
combat encounter in your current.
Oh,
your
sorry,
spell
try it now.
scene. There you go. 14.
We can see its name, I think.
It gets given a random name though, doesn't it?
nope.
That doesn't look like a random name to me.
Nah, it's a randomly selected name.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, Heimlich, these tendrils begin to just lash out at you from every which direction of the attic.
My AC is 12.
Oh my god.
That's bad.
That's what I was. Oh my.
Is it?
Ah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. There's no new music, by the way, just in case you are.
Is it not playing the creepy music?
No.
It's a little bit creepy.
Oh, is it? Maybe
Creepy,
my I'll reload.
sounds, yeah.
I'll reload it because all I've been getting is like the sound of the swamp, so it could have been just me.
Yeah.
Double check.
Let's try refreshing. So several of these tentacles strike you, Heimlich.
How many attacks?
I got it now.
4 attacks.
Tell me the damages to individual, please.
The first is strikes you for 11 damage.
I'll take.
Well, did it beat his AC?
Oh, it definitely did, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
The second strikes you for 12.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
The third strikes you for 13. And the fourth strikes you for 17.
Fucking Christ.
And then it makes 3 grapple attempts. Ooh, natural 1. What's your CMD?
CMD is
Just under attack bonuses. In maneuvers.
18.
You'd be flat-footed though, wouldn't you?
17.
Yeah.
Alright, you are grappled by several of these tentacles. They just sort of like grabbed all 4 of your limbs. And it's kind of like wrapping around your torso and all over you and just begin like constricting you and just like just overcoming you and grappling you and pulling you into this writhing mass. Aoife, is your turn. Who are you going down to pick up?
Well, did I see this thing?
No, you didn't.
Did I hear this thing say consume?
No.
Oh, so wait, I heard this in my mind only?
No, it was just in the attic. I just didn't hear it outside. 3 stories down.
Oh, okay.
Well, was Gideon using a fly on himself or not?
Yeah, Gideon, upon seeing like it happening, he would have like just started probably collect up his gear and start putting it on.
I thought you already had it on.
I think I probably made that decision just as like you were going off. I was like, I probably shouldn't take off the armor, so I start putting my weapons back on me. So that's what I'm going to be doing on my turn, is just put my weapons back on me. And then I'll take a potion and fly up to an unsuspecting scene.
So you're
Well,
grabbing me then, I
grab
guess.
Balthus then. I'll just say,
I'll be there in a second. Don't worry about me. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
It'll be easier.
that'll be my full turn then, I guess.
Yeah, so you
Josh?
grab you fly down, grab Balthus, pick him up, take him up to the window, and push him inside. Balthus, you flop to the deck inside the attic to just scene of horror. You see Heimlich wide-eyed, covered in just long, dark, writhing tendrils with this giant being hanging from the rafters in front of him. What do you do?
What do I do? Is there enough space in the room to cast Fireball without hitting him?
No.
Okay, I will try something different. Does this thing have...
We'll instead cast Fireball.
I mean, you can do it.
No, does this thing have a mouth?
It has several mouths.
Which one?
Well, I don't, suppose it doesn't really matter. I want to try casting a new spell.
Ooh,
I
I like new spells.
Suffocation.
No breathing.
Yeah, the spell extracts the air from the target's lungs, causing swift suffocation. The target can attempt to resist the spell's effects with a fortitude save. If they succeed, they are staggered for 1 round. If they fail, they immediately begin to suffocate.
That is a fun spell.
Yes. So that's what I'm doing. The DC is 19.
Yeah. All right. What sort of save?
Fortitude.
Fortitude. Coming right up. I got a 25 for a saving throw.
Yeah, that'll do it. So it's staggered for 1 round.
Staggered.
That's still pretty good that there's an after, like there's still an effect.
What
Yeah.
does staggered do?
It's
I've
like
got it down
-2
here.
penalty.
Oh, right.
So it continues anyway, so you got to make a save for 3 rounds.
Okay.
So staggered creature may take a single move action or standard action each round, but not both. Nor can you take 4 round actions. Standard creature can still take a free action, swift, and immediate action. Creature with non-lethal damage, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so it can only take 1 move. So that's still pretty good.
It's pretty
That is
good.
pretty good.
Yeah. And I presume you'll be doing the move action.
Where are we at about this? Heimlich, it is your turn.
Okay. So, what is my... How do I get out of this? So, how do I break a grapple?
Say the combat maneuver check or a Streamlabs check. Sorry, that Streamlabs just popped up in the
Streamlabs.
escape artist check.
Escape artist.
Yeah.
Okay. Escape artist or a CM.
CMB.
B.
Oh, he's got raid. Eric Code, thank you for raiding with the party of 7. Welcome. Just playing some D&D. Realities, how you doing?
I'm gonna CMB this out.
Go for it.
26.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's spicy.
That's pretty good.
That was the 9 check.
Let me just check.
I mean, if I'm not breaking out of it from this, I'm fucked.
What'd you roll on the die?
19.
Oh. Yeah, I think. It's the kind of Cthulhu
DC,
action.
it is not enough
Oh
to break out of its grapple.
Oh no.
Okay. So what does that consume as my?
That's an action. Standard
Yeah,
action.
Okay. Oh, so I can't attack now.
No, you cannot attack now.
I mean, I can't do anything.
Just do a 5-foot step.
How much does still 5 foot step? Man?
You can still
You can do mental actions. You can think.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to do?
I mean, I can't consume any of my spells, so I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. Gideon, it's your turn.
Gideon's going to be putting all of his equipment on. Like his armor's, he didn't doff his armor yet, so he's just going to be like strapping his weapons up to his thing and like that, and then he'll bring out his potion, drink it, and then start to fly out.
Okay.
He might get level with the window, but he won't be able to get inside it, I think.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, this creature continues to pull tighter with its tendrils. It is going to roll a combat maneuver check to attempt to turn the grapple into a pin. Oh, roll pretty low. 23. What was your CMD?
18.
18. Alright, you are pinned. And you know, these tendrils turn out that the tips of them split open and they all have a little mouth
Yeah.
on the end of these tendrils, and these little mouths dig into your flesh and begin to drain the vitality out of you.
Oh no.
Roll me a fortitude saving throw.
This is gonna be like a con damage or some shit. Oh no.
15.
Dean, you take 1 strength drain.
Oh.
Don't worry, I have a cunning plan.
Aphid, is your turn.
Okay, I'm muted. Don't worry, I'm talking to myself. There we go. Alright, so seeing that Heimlich is fully grappled by this thing, what I would like to do is shoot an arrow at Heimlich. What's Heimlich wearing?
A really snappy shirt and some nice pants.
Yeah, that's right. Snappy. I'd like to see if I can shoot a handy grapnel at Heimlich, but not so I can hit him, but just so like either sticks to the creature next to him or lands next to him on the ground so he can grab it. Or whatever, or something.
Alright, where are you shooting it from?
Up on the roof.
So you've flown...
I've still got to fly, right?
Are you flying inside?
Do I have to fly inside to see this scene?
No, you could see it from outside the window if you like.
Yeah, I'd like to shoot the grapnel so that either it hits Heimlich so that it grabs onto him, or he can grab onto it. One of the two.
Alright,
I'm not
which
sure.
do you want to aim for Heimlich, or do you not want to aim for Heimlich?
I want to
Hit me, pussy.
aim for Heimlich.
Alright. Roll the hit.
Sorry. Is that a natural 20?
That
was a natural 20.
That wasn't his roll to hit. That was his. I think that was a decision
That's
dice.
That was a decision
okay,
dice.
good, because I thought you rolled to hit him and you got a natural 20.
I rolled a 20 against his AC.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's a hit. So roll for damage against Heimlich.
3 damage.
That's right.
And then could I? So that's a spell where I do that. And then can I wrap the rope around like a is like a broken rafter or something that I can wrap it around, or?
So you entering the attic then?
Yeah.
Can you say you're shooting it from
Well,
outside?
no. Is there something on the top of the roof or like outside the attic that I can wrap the rope around?
Not that I could think of. It's just a gabled roof.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll have to fly down a little bit and find something that I can like just wrap it around.
Okay. You could
If I can do that, maybe.
How long is the rope?
As the
Why don't you
says
just
it
pull it?
here, 70 feet.
70 feet. I don't know what it would reach. I mean, there's like garden ornaments, but they're not fixed.
I meant inside the room, maybe.
So
Like,
you
what,
are
entering
flying
top of
into
the
the attic?
Yeah, if I can't find anything on top of the roof, flying into the attic.
All right. So you want to fix it to? You can fix it to one of the rafters if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. You'll have to do that next turn because that'll be another standard action. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a standard action. Okay.
Yeah, because you would
Cool.
be shot and then you probably get inside
Yeah.
of the move.
Yeah, that's fine. That still works.
Balthus, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Elemental Aura around myself, and very stupidly walk a bit closer to it to make sure that it's going to get hit by its proximity.
Right.
And I'm going to make sure that it's electric, in an effort to make sure I don't get grappled as well.
Okay.
Oh, did it need to make a check on its turn as well about being suffocated?
No, it only lasted 1 round.
No, it lasts 3 rounds.
Oh, 3 rounds.
Yeah. Every time it fails, it progresses further down the suffocation track.
But I thought it... No, it wasn't.
It got a
it
23
didn't-
for its save.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still, I think, staggered for that. And then it just, like, it essentially now can't die from it because it's past 2 of them. Like, every time it fails a roll, it gets closer and closer to dying of suffocation.
Do you have to
And every
concentrate on
time-
that?
Yes.
Do you have to concentrate on flying?
I might, yeah.
I think he doesn't have to. It only if he fails, if they pass their first fortitude save, the spell ends. They're just staggered for 1 round, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's it. It's like they are merely staggered for 1 round as they gasp for breath.
Okay. You know what then? I might cast it again. Give it another go.
All right then.
And I won't move closer to it.
Ooh, it only goes 16 this time. What was the DC?
19.
Ooh.
Does it have spell resistance? Doesn't.
Ooh. This is fun. God, imagine that creature just like reeling back and like choking. Ugh.
If the target fails, he immediately begins to suffocate on target's next turn. It falls unconscious and is reduced to 0 hit points 1 round later. Target. Oh wow! All right.
What the fuck?
To be fair, this is a 5th level spell.
Let's party. All right, we go. Sweet. So you see, Balthus, you reach out with your spell once again, and you see all of a sudden, its giant form inside the attic goes like rigid for a second and begins to like make heaving movements. And you see as all of its multiple mouths appear to be like just making these gasping as though silently gasping for air. Heimlich, it is your turn.
Am I still grappled or pinned?
You asked it. It hasn't passed out yet.
Well, I mean, I couldn't. Okay, so I've been hit with this this grapnel.
Yep.
I guess. What can I do while I'm pinned? What's my limitations?
So pinned is
Pinned creature is tightly bound and can take few actions. A pinned creature cannot move and is denied its dexterity bonus. A pinned creature also takes an additional -4 penalty to its armor class. Pinned creature is limited to the actions it can take. Pinned creature can always attempt to free itself, usually through a combat maneuver check or escape artist check.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty much anything.
All right, so I've been hit with this thing, so I can grapple. I can kind of grab this thing that Ape is like hit me with.
yeah.
It's got inspiration apparently.
We're not playing 5e. There's no inspiration. There's
Get wrecked, idiot.
you can have a have a hero point instead.
Ooh.
Get it? Is that a reroll?
No, it's you can
Advantage.
you can use it prior to a roll to add 8 to the roll, or you can use it after a roll to add 4 to the result.
Ooh.
Interesting.
All right, so I'm gonna grab this thing. Do I have a chance to like drink something as well?
Not if you're gonna be grabbing. That like grabbing is generally a standard action.
Okay. Well, I guess that's
Well,
all I can do.
if you so what are you trying to do?
Grab the grapnel that has been thrown in for me. I can't do anything else.
Yeah, and if
Okay.
it would have called out, grab the grapnel.
That's
just
okay.
sort of-
Well, it's hard not to. It's sticking out of his ass. So
Yeah.
I mean, wait. So it's okay. Yeah.
This
well,
arrow is
You
lodged
literally
in
have
you.
an arrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so should I be grabbing it, or is it grabbing me already? Like,
You
what's
should
the-
be grabbing it as well if you want to.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it as well.
In I guess in character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't grab it, it's just gonna rip out your ass.
Yes. Okay. I'm kind of like just bleeding on the ground, just being pummeled and fucking eaten alive. I'm like grabbing this grapnel.
Gideon, it's your turn.
Gideon flies in, like just flies in through the hole as quickly as he can, because he can see the situation. He's going to grab one of his extracts and throw it at Heimlich, hitting him and smashing all over him. And it is a extract of reduced person.
Oh. Okay.
Just hoping that this will make you just smaller so that it loses its grip, giving you...
How much does it tear my ass?
Oh, no. I didn't even think of that. You're small now.
Heimlich shrieks too, small size.
I'm just trying to help. I didn't think of it. It's like, he's like in between you and the creature, like, I thought it would help.
It's like he's been slammed by 4 tentacles, then this arrow impacts his butt and pierces it, and then you appear and shatter a bottle on top of him and string him.
I'm just trying to help. I saw you got stuck. I'm sorry.
Bye.
I'm just trying to help you. I thought making you smaller would make it you'd lose out of its grip. I did see the arrow. Okay, I'm sorry.
At this point in time, I'm thinking everyone else is like, under my control or something.
Alright,
It's happened
I
again.
clearly have to be because I haven't run away.
on the thing's turn, it falls unconscious and is reduced to 0 hit points, so it goes limp. Heimlich, you sort of slide out of its grip. Its giant form slips away from the rafters and slams into the attic floor with a shake. And it's going to roll a fortitude save to delay the effects of the next stage. It passes. So next round, it has one more round of effect and it might go to the next stage. So Aether, it's your turn.
Goody gra.
Is Heimlich still in his grasp at all or not?
No, it's
I'm grasping.
it's unconscious, so he's not pinned by it.
Oh, thank God.
Alright. So seeing the creature release him, Aether's just gonna drop the rope and say, "Someone pull him out!" And yeah. Make a full round action and attack against this thing.
Alright, roll a hit. It is helpless, so just auto hit and roll critical damage
On all 4 of my attacks.
on all 4 of your
Yeah.
attacks. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yep.
Yep.
Alright, I'll tick the crit button for 4 of those. I'm just gonna roll the hits anyway, I'm gonna roll all of them.
They'll all come out as 20s.
They're all at least 26.
Oh my lord.
And
Oh, what the fuck? That's
How
a
much
lot of
damage?
I need individual hits. I need individual damage amounts for each attack.
39.
Alright, that's enough. It has 24 con, so that 24 damage after its damage
Well,
resistance.
it's only up from there.
Yeah, it was
It was at 0, so it just got Wow.
39, 43, 40, 34.
Yeah, you that is a coup de grace. You just stand on top of it, just pick like the center mass of it and plunge your blade in. Wait, what were you doing? Blade or bow? Or...
Nah, bow.
Oh, okay, just
4
point blank
shots.
bow. Yeah, just 4 shots.
Almost like a Legolas, almost.
Yeah,
I
you
was
just-
imagining
like-
Legolas on the elephant.
You just stand over the
Cool.
top of it and just unload 4 arrows, just center mass straight into it. There is just like, with each one, there's just like a splatter of aberrant purple blood all over the floor, and it makes like little wheezy noises, and then just like kind of goes limp, and all these tendrils just sort of flop away from the rafters and just onto the floor, and its giant form just begins to sort of wither on the spot.
All through this, Aether is screaming, just like, "Not
again! Not Heimlich again! You bastard! Die, you bloody tentacle beast monster thing! Something like that, you know. Use your imagination. Theater of the mind.
Would you like one of these? And I hand you like a cure light wounds.
My ass. And, like, I'm like reaching down, like just kind of like touching, like with my small
I'll
hands.
throw.
Turn around at little Heimlich and say, I'm sorry about the arrow, I was gonna try and pull you out.
What?
I'll just throw a cure light wounds at his butt to cure it.
Excellent.
1d8 plus 1.
The combat wizard.
4.
Oh,
Do you need
also-
more?
I mean, that's fine. I plus what? Your level 10 levels? Oh, no, what's the plus? Cure
It's only
light
plus
wounds?
1. Oh no, it'll be plus 5.
Yeah, plus
Sorry.
5.
So that'll be a 8.
Yeah. So if I didn't,
Do you want another?
if I didn't drink my stone skin before, I would have been dead. That one round of attacks.
Would you like another heal?
No, that's okay. And how long am I small for?
You will be reduced person for. I think it is.
Should be a minute per round.
Close
Minute
this
per
is a-
level.
So for 10 minutes. But you get a -2 penalty to strength, but a +2 bonus to dex, and a +1 on attack rolls.
Excellent. I cure serious wounds on myself.
Yeah, so +1 to AC, +1 to attack, and then -2 to strength, and +2 to dex. You'll be able to find a reduced person as like a spell effect.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah, that
10.
looks a little bit better.
I'm back on max.
Right, well, that wasn't so easy. I mean, so hard. Just
That
more of
was-
that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Bosses. This is certainly unusual. You've saved me for a change.
You know, in the dream world it matters less, but
Ape is looking around
Yeah.
for more things that are leaping out of the attic too. Just FYI, while all this banter is happening.
You
Gideon's
spot
just hovering.
you spot a small chest hidden up in the rafters, Aether.
Still have fly, right?
Yeah.
I'll go grab the chest.
Alright, you float up 10 feet and grab it and pull it back down.
You
It's just
fucking
yeah, a small like footlocker style chest. Has a heavy lock on the front of it. It's fairly heavy, and you hear the telltale jingle of coins on the inside as you bring it down.
Gideon would like to attempt to open it. The
Do you have
disabled device?
Do you have any thieves' tools?
No, I do not, sadly.
You would not
oh, I
be able
think
to-
I have these tools though,
actually.
actually.
Oh, do you mind if I borrow them for a second?
Is this really the kind of thing we need to be opening here?
Yeah, why not?
Aren't we supposed to be looking for someone?
Yes, well, I think we'd all mind a
What
arrest.
the bloody fuck was that?
Actually, well, Gideon will turn around and identify it.
I'm like at the moment kind of like boot healing this thing on the ground.
Knowledge planes.
About what? The thing?
Yeah, to identify it.
Knowledge dungeoneering.
Ooh. It's one of the low ones. 17 on the die, 34.
34. You've seen images
Low ones with a plus 17.
in one of Laus's books of a being similar to this. It was described as an old one named Shub Niggurath, although this thing seems greatly smaller. You suspect that this may be like some sort of young of Shub Niggurath or some sort of offspring.
It's just a creature of it's called a kind of like a smaller version of one that I've seen in a book, right? Or a little bit above. It's a sugar. So yeah, so Gideon was going to try and unlock it. With it's a plus 10.
But you
So I
don't have
got-
any thieves' tools though, do you?
I got mine from Balthus.
Yeah.
Balthus
Lend
has
yourself.
thieves tools.
Ah, okay.
Yep. I can do it. It's just if without thieves tools, it's a +10 on top. But I rolled a 27.
27. Alright, you fiddle with the lock and the thieves' tools. And eventually there is a satisfying click and the lock opens up. Inside the chest, you find a leather bag filled with 500 platinum pieces.
Oh, 5,000.
The deed to the old infirmary that you're in, and 6 diamonds.
In this economy, I think I am a winner. No. Fix up the place, sell it on. What do you think? It's the deed of the place. Also, there's 500 platinum pieces here and some diamonds, a small fortune.
Very nice.
Yes, guess we could all do an upgrade when we get back to town, perhaps. But
If
I am.
we get back to town.
Well, he kind of looks over at the creature that we definitely killed. So it seems like we won't have too many issues here, I think. Defeat this beast, I'm sure it'll be easier to take everything else down.
I kind of like do my best at like the 1,000-yard stare and just drink some more from a hip flask.
Be fine. I will keep hold of this then, perhaps, or should we divvy it out?
Hold on to it for now. We've come to realize I don't particularly value material possessions unless they do something for me immediately.
How big is this chest?
It's pretty small. So
Cool. Can it fit into the bag of holding?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I couldn't remember it. Oh, here we go. I'll put it
I
in.
just like open the bag and let you dump it in.
Yep, there you go. We could also use one of those diamonds at some stage. We'll just take one diamond, another diamond, scrape it together, and hopefully we could produce a potion out of it. A restoration if we need it. Look like a little bit down on strength as it is. Yeah, so did you take some damage, or did you take...
I have like a strength.
Took one strength drain.
I do have a potion here for that if you wish. It's a restoration letter.
Stuff is fine. I also have one.
Okay, I'll keep hold of it then.
One of my potions as well.
All right, well, as we look around the room, is there like a stair set going anywhere? Is there like a trap door?
Yeah, there's a trap door.
All right. Perhaps I should go first.
Yes. I'm going at the back from now on.
Yes.
Actually, second from the back.
Yeah, I think Heimlich should go at the back. I think he's a little bit concerned. There's trouble with me that this creature's here. It's definitely not of this world. I'd be surprised if we see more abominations like this while we're here. And he throws open the trapdoor.
Alright, as you reach for the trapdoor,
Don't you open that door?
there is the four of you suddenly all together experience the same strange feeling you felt back at the Mad Poet's Oasis as shortly after your memories came surging back. This strange presence within your psyches, and you hear clicking noises and the sound of lapping water mixed with a drawn-out whisper that says, "The blood quimmers, the lake ripples, his stain is here." And then all of a sudden, as quick as it came, the background noise fades away.
Gideon just kind of turns as he's reaching for it and just looks at the rest of the party. You heard that.
Unfortunately. Ominous whispers
So
and never a good
he's
thing.
here. Something's here. Gideon will grip tight hold of whatever. Like, I'm imagining it's like a ring in the floor. He just pulls open the trapdoor.
Right. As you pull open the trapdoor, you see there below it, there's like a sort of very angled wooden staircase going downwards into another large room. The smell of chemicals and flesh wafts up through the trapdoor. And you can hear from below what sounds like heavy sobbing from a man's voice.
Gideon will have his rapier out, shield out, and start walking down the steps.
Alright.
How's the lighting in here? It's pretty well lit.
There is just cracks of light coming in through the iron shutters on all the closed windows of the room. They throw enough dim light for you to see the room clearly. What first appear to be curtains hanging throughout the room. As you descend the ladder and focus your eyes, you see they are not curtains, but they turn out to be scores of skins. Taken in unimaginable agony, judging by the looks on the faces that waft eerily in some unseen breeze.
Gideon flicks down his goggles, taking the room.
You see, there appears to be just these racks around in no particular pattern, with what appear to be just complete sets of flayed human skins hanging from them.
Do I see the gentleman who's crying?
And you sort of lean past one of the skins in front of you, and you see in the center of the room a man crawled up in a seated fetal position. He seems to be sobbing into his knees.
You guys followed me down, or you just let me go down by myself? Okay.
Yeah. Followed you down.
I'll push past this skin with my shield. Are
Does
you
he
alright,
look like
sir?
Monk?
So you approach the man.
I walk forward and say, "Are you alright, sir?"
It would be terrifying to hear in a room full of flayed bodies that you assume is empty.
So you see the man as you get closer. He appears is dressed in appears to be a sort of very nice professional sort of laboratory attire. He has a set of thin round wireframe glasses and thinning blonde hair on top of his head. A set of deep scars etched into the side of his face. As you guys get closer, he sort of looks up. Just a look of utter terror on his face. Remnants, terrorists from the thing above. As he looks up, Heimlich, you see this. Indeed, he has the appearance of your old acquaintance / colleague Miaknan Mun, but there's something slightly off about his appearance that you can't put a finger on. He seems just goes tighter into his fetal position and sort of cringes away from the four of you.
The creature upstairs is dead.
The man is trying to kill us.
Dr. Monk?
You have no need to fear him. You know this man?
This looks like it could be Dr. Monk.
Is that your name, sir?
I move to the front and kind of look into his eyes.
Careful.
Mon! Father! And he begins sort of making these motions as if he's trying to tear his own skin off and unravel it. It's God!
I try and restrain him while he's doing this.
Gideon will drop his shield and sword and go help.
I try and provide him a lesser restoration as well. To at least temporarily cure his immediate madness.
As you guys begin to attempt to restrain him, you see his face contorts and he flies into a rage. You will release me! And he just begins to lash out wildly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pin him if that's possible. If Heimlich, you assist.
Yep, I'm on the other arm.
Need.
Dave is just watching this happen.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, there he is.
standing a bit further away from him.
Need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh, jeez, I dropped my shield and sword! 20.
Gideon, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and pin him. Pin him to the ground if that's possible.
Roll a
Combat maneuver.
combat maneuver check.
So you're +7. 15. Trying to get hold of him.
Not even close. He's freakishly strong and just begins thrashing around, breaking your grip on him.
Heimlich!
I'm also trying to assist here.
And yeah, Gideon's not going to move. He's still going to be like, he's still struggling for the whole turn. He doesn't seem like he wants to attack this person. He's just trying to hold this person down. If he's struggling, he's just going to keep going.
Balthus, it's your turn.
Cast suffocate. Suffocation.
Cast
I don't wanna see
suffocation.
what this guy's gonna do.
And
And if he's unconscious, we don't have to kill him.
it
That's
has
true.
no effect.
Oh shit. He's not breathing!
Yeah, as you
Mouth to mouth.
as you reach out with your magic and attempt to suffocate him, you don't find any lungs or any sort of respiratory system to grab hold of, and your spell fails.
I let everyone else know this. I'm like, he's not alive, technically speaking.
Aether, it's your turn.
Can I hold a full round attack action, or can I only
can.
hold one attack?
One attack, I believe. Because it's like a prepared action.
Yeah, you can delay your turn if you like.
Yeah, can I delay my turn until just after the dude's turn?
Yep. Heimlich, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try and reason with it while I'm trying to like pin it to the ground. We're not here to hurt you. Dr. Munn, we've come to talk. I still think it's Dr. Munn.
It
Roll
still is.
a combat maneuver check.
Does he get any assistance because I'm trying at the same time, or?
19.
Yeah, I'll give it a +2. It's still not high enough. This thing is unnaturally, supernaturally strong even. Just sort of
Trying to reason with it too.
Yeah, he thrashes around. That
Yep.
yeah, he doesn't want to hear it. He's flying and it flies into an absolute rage.
At this point, can I jump in with my attack at this point?
You'll have to wait till after his turn.
Okay, don't worry.
He makes 2 slams at, I guess, the 2 trying to restrain him. First one at Gideon.
Oh, he would still be staggered though if you failed the suffocation, surely. Though,
If
right?
it has no effect on him, though.
Yeah, no effect. Ooh, a natural 1. He misses you, Gideon, just flailing too wildly, and you sort of duck under a heavy fist as it swings at you. And Heimlich, at 27 to hit, you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Does it really hit?
27. That just hits, right?
Probably just.
Yeah.
Doesn't double my fucking AC or anything.
Ooh. So,
Aphra's your turn.
Yep, 4 attacks. Seeing this thing starting to buck and rage and not listen to reason. She's attacking it 4 times.
What with?
Longbow. There's a crit there. The other ones are a 17, 17, and a 10.
Just the crit hits, the other 3 miss.
confirm it.
I'll confirm the crit. Is 25 hit?
It is not a confirmed crit, no.
Oh,
It's a normal.
Jesus.
ho.
Alright, well
Very
that's
crispy.
16 damage.
Alright. You loose one arrow into him at point blank range, sort of like punctures him, and then the other 3 just, just as he's thrashing around, just hit the floorboards. You see, as the arrow pierces through him, there's no blood splatter. There's nothing. It tears straight through him, cleanly goes into the floorboards behind him, just leaving a gaping hole through him, and what appears to be absolutely nothing inside him. Just empty space.
Jesus.
Does it still appear to bother it?
Yeah.
Bother him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gideon, it's your turn.
Gideon's gonna do a knowledge check straight away.
It'd be
Figure out what the fuck this is.
knowledge. Arcana.
Knowledge Arcana. 26. That's a low roll.
26. Yeah, you've heard stories of this. During your days of alchemy and alchemical experience, alchemical experiments and study, and you've heard of this particular construct. It's referred to as a hollow one. It's sort of a copy of oneself, almost a simulacrum, except it's made from a person shaving off their own skin and collecting it, and then turning it into a copy of themselves with a
Jesus
partial
Christ.
copy of their consciousness.
Fine. Well, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back and explain this to everyone. This is not your friend. This is just a copy of him. It's a hallowed man. And he's like, he takes a 5-foot step back and then moves back to his weapons and his shield. If he's able to pick it up, that'd be wonderful. But
Yeah,
I can use a full round. Yeah, and I'll pick them up and they'll be ready for my next turn.
Balthus, it's your turn.
So, everyone, you now get a plus 4 to attack against them.
Hey,
because I
Josh,
told everyone.
would a 27 have been a confirmed crit?
Yes.
Because I have +2 to crit confirmations with my longbow.
Okay. And then we'll try and fix
Don't worry
that
about
next
it.
time.
No. We don't worry about fixing out the damage. That's my bad. So I'll remember for next time.
Balthus, it's your turn. What do they get? What are they getting extra +4 to hit from, Gideon?
So whenever I identify a creature,
Yeah.
whenever I identify a creature, everyone gets a bonus.
Just against that creature.
Yeah, for 1 round.
Like, Balthus, it's
So
your
it's-
turn.
Okay.
So this round you get a +1.
I got on 1 attack or all attacks?
For that, so whatever you use against him for that 1 round.
I'll take that.
I do air geyser underneath him.
Air geezer.
Trying to fling him up into the air.
Geezer.
Into the roof, essentially. It is a DC 18. It is a reflex save.
You got a 24.
Yeah, that'll do it. Does still do something. So they take half damage.
Half of that.
Alright, he takes 3 damage. Heimlich, it's your turn.
Upon hearing this is not Mun, I'm gonna just start throwing bombs. A 13, which would be a 17, I assume is a miss.
Is a miss.
A 26
Is a hit.
and a 22.
Is a miss.
Okay, so 2 splash damages and 1 roll for 22 damage. So 22 damage just from the one that hit, and he's also it's a sticky bomb now as well, which burns him for 1 additional round. So he takes the effects of the alchemist bombs are persistent and continue to damage creatures for 1 round after the initial damage. Creatures take a direct hit from the sticky bomb, take splash damage 1 round later. So he'll currently take 24 splash damage plus the 22 damage, and then next round he'll take another 12 damage.
Holy shit.
Easy.
Does that do anything to the flesh?
Yeah, you see, as Heimlich's bombs explode and wash over him, his clothes and his flesh all just burn and dissipate away like rags. And you see leaving giant gaping gaps in his form. So even like one of his limbs appears completely severed, but like the end of it still floating there as though there's some phantom arm connecting the hand to the remnants of the body still thrashing around.
He's Rayman.
I also move 5 feet away from him.
He just continues to scream. Just a look of absolute madness on his face, and he lunges. Making 2 slam attacks. Yes, 1 at Afa. Uh, 37 to hit, you take 10 bludgeoning damage, Afa.
37 will hit me.
And he makes 1 at Balthus.
Eek.
And natural 1 for a miss.
Yeah.
Afa, it's your turn.
You know what's coming, baby.
Doof, 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 doof.
Alright, so we've got two of them are hit, so I've got a 33 after the +4 and a 29 after the +4. The other ones are a 22, which was not going to work. So
Those 2 are both hits.
alright, we'll roll damage. 10 damage on the first one, 15 damage on the second one.
Alright, your arrows tear through his form, taking, like, you see as, like, arrows, like, they sort of punch through again in the same way, and then you see they collect, like, rags of flesh and take the, like, they get, like, hooked on the arrow and take them with her as the arrow, like, continues flying to the other end of the room, taking some of his form with him.
Ugh.
There's not much of him left. Gideon, it's your turn.
Gideon is going to make an attack. He's going to step forwards and make an attack with his rapier. He hasn't used this for a while. Oh, yes, he's going to step forward and make an attack. First attack is a 31 to hit.
There's a hit.
It's not going to be much. It's 3 damage. and he is thinking.
What was that with?
Oh, plus my rapier.
Alright, it does no damage.
Masterwork. Oh shit. Okay. Does he take that? And that's +5 precision damage, so none of that goes through.
None of it works, no.
All right. Upon seeing that, Gideon's just gonna step back and just not even bother with the second attack.
Okay. Balthus, is your turn.
I'm gonna try my air thing again. Reflex saving again.
He gets 21 for his saving throw.
Yeah, so just half damage again.
4. Alright, your air geyser explodes underneath him. His form remains in place, but you see it blasts more flesh and rags off his form. It's basically now just like a floating head with one arm and a shoulder attached to it. Heimlich, it's your turn.
He takes 12 burning damage.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna take nothing. Sorry, that's a splash damage, and then 1 hit. So 27 to hit, yeah?
Yes. As Heimlich looses 3 more bombs, and you see, just engulfed in the flames, you see the last of his form sort of burn away, sort of like starting at the elbow and the shoulder, and then burning up, just leaving a floating face that just sort of turns into ashes and floats away on the air.
What the hell was that?
That was a hollowed one. Partial fragment of him.
Not a
There's
fan.
There's a hell
Very
of mine.
disgusting.
And just to clarify, your explanation meant that the skin that's hanging up all around us is his skin?
No.
Is that just other people? Okay, I
particular
thought that's
hollow
what you
one.
meant, yeah.
No, all these
Yeah,
other
and-
skins indeed seem to be... Some of them now on fire, thanks to Heimlich. So
Well, that's what I was wondering, if he had to burn the skins to kill him.
Yeah, you can't. It's only like space is equal to your intelligence modifier, so you set some of the skins on fire in the room.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you possibly burn the rest of them, Heimlich?
I don't know, it smells pretty bad in here already.
Well, let's get out of here. If
I also
Actually,
don't want
no.
to set fire to a room or in a house that we're already in.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
And
said
now
we
have
own
the
the
deed
deed
for
to
it.
it. Yes.
I'm gonna-
Okay, maybe
I'm gonna
not.
try-
Could you stop destroying my property, please?
I'm gonna try and
Uh,
extinguish the fires that were around the room, obviously to at least stop the smell, and then start looking for any sort of like workbenches with notes or anything that could have indicated why this hollowed one was here rather than one.
They weren't
Oh,
drinking, they
it
should a real
was.
fixer up.
Actually, as the last of the hollowed one's form floated away, you see the bald fist that he's sort of slamming you with. One of the last things that burned away as Heimlich's bomb consumed him. You see the burned fist the bald fist sort of unclenched, and a singed piece of parchment fell to the floor.
Gideon will pick it up and read it.
It's in Elvish, you can't read it.
Oh, fuck you.
See, it's a few pieces of paper. Has some notes scribbled on them. It's fragmented notes. Among the scrolls is a sentence fragment. It says, afterward, equip in Okano, meet with biting lash. A ship has been arranged. In the margins, besides that note, there's a number of pictures of angels, and the note, swivel heads in the right direction to delve deeper.
Strange. Apparently there's a ship.
We needed a ship, didn't we?
Yes.
I'd say, after studying Laus's notes enough, Gideon, you recognize that it's his handwriting on the note.
This is Lao's handwriting. There's a ship perhaps coming to collect this gentleman, or the real gentleman here.
This would have been some time ago.
Possibly.
Does the parchment look like incredibly aged or like unusually, unfresh? No,
Just a parchment. Could be perhaps that he was left here as like some sort of guise as this gentleman left to go off with Lao. But it's very dramatic. He starts looking around the room at all the skin everywhere.
Don't you need to
Dramatic
flee
way.
the person?
But also, it was afraid. It was scared.
But you're
Abomination
saying this.
upstairs, which he shouldn't have been. It really wasn't that bad. But
What else besides skin is in this room?
That's it. It's just racks of skins.
any that will fit Gideon. Like the hole in my face. Can I graft a little flesh flap? I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Righto, Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. I'm glad I got you with that, Scott. Alright, is there a door or anything? Or a
There is.
hallway?
So
or...
at the other end of the room, there's another trapdoor leading downwards again.
Dare we go once more into the breach?
I mean,
Well, we may as well clear out the rest of our property, right?
Yes, no.
yeah, may as well.
And this is a real fixer-upper. Let's do it.
Well, we're starting the renovations today, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Alright, and he'll grab the... I always can imagine it's in like an iron ring and he just rips it open.
I wanted to just do a quick examine of the flayed skins as well. Are there any markings on them, or like anything that's like a commonality between all of these skins, like
Any
tattoos?
sweet tattoos, yeah.
Nah, nothing that matches
a
them up
mixture
with
of-
each other.
Mixture of men and women, or
Yeah.
is it okay?
Yeah.
Any particular age? Just
No, there's no.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing that lines up. There's. Alright, Gideon, as you reach for the trapdoor again, you hear, the four of you hear that strange, familiar, clicking voice again. This time accompanied by images. You see fungus rapidly growing and then collapsing on itself before growing anew. Flashes through your mind's eye. And you hear the voice pipe out again. It reaches its tendrils through the minds of those who know of it. It reaches beyond the veil of dreams. Hurry.
Gideon rips open this door and starts heading downstairs.
I think I actually understood what that one was implying.
You pull the trapdoor up, another similar set of stairs leading downwards, just steep wooden stairs. And you enter another room. This it appears like another room taking up the entire story of the building. You see, this chamber is a veritable museum. There's dozens of books, jars, and glass containers of various sizes placed on nearly every horizontal surface in this lab contain chemicals, unidentifiable sludge, the dissected bodies and alien-looking parts of creatures, and a rainbow of various slimes, mold, and fungi. You see one particularly large vat with this sort of writhing yellow goo sort of tumbling over itself. Some of the largest containers are draped with a thick brown cloth. The overpowering stench of bleach, ammonia, and other unidentifiable chemicals fills the air.
well, turns out I can identify them. Let's start going around touching with chemicals.
I'm gonna. Can I do a check on the sludge that's yellow and moving around in the big tank?
Yeah, roll a knowledge dungeoneering.
Ooh, oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Ooh, a low one, 23. Only a 6 on the die.
You're fairly sure it's an ochre jelly, a fairly common form of ooze that inhabits dungeons and caves and dank places of the world.
I'll start looking around, and it just looks like a random collection, or am I looking at like multiple different creatures of similar style?
Yeah,
if
it looks
that
like a
makes sense?
random collection. As you're examining the ochre jelly, inside the tank. Something moves in the corner of your eye. At this point, up until this point, what do you assume was another tank or something with a large, very large canvas over it, begins to shift. First you hear what appears to be like some kind of slurping noise from underneath, bubbling. And then something mechanical. The canvas suddenly whipped back by the robotic arm of some enormous form of construct containing vials, glass, steel, and what appears to be tanks full of offal mounted on top of it. Moves up into a bipedal form, gazing down at you, squirting little fluids from all sorts of pipes and tanks running along it.
What the
hell is
That's
that?
It
sick.
lunges
Fuck.
at you with a large syringed hand. And we'll pick this up next week on the next episode of Strange Aeons.
Oh my god, that is terrifying. Ah,
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
that is cool.
I also have that miniature.
It's dope. It's one of the coolest miniatures ever. All Things Fantasy in the house. Thank you for the raid. Release the birds. Release the birds. Yeah, there they are. There's the birds. Thank you for the raid, All Things Fantasy. We're actually, we just finished our session. We had our Pathfinder session tonight. Just continuing Strange Aeons, and so I guess we'll finish it off. Let's